Welcome to my channel Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the last class we discussed your distance formula. What is distance formula and how to find the distance between 2 points if their coordinates are given? It was discussed. Today let us discuss another important formula of the chapter coordinate geometry, that is your section formula. So what is section formula? Before we go to know what is section formula and how to prove it, okay, how to derive it, let us discuss one thing which we have already read in junior classes. Children, suppose you are given what is section formula. First we have to understand, then only we can go for its proof or derivation. See, suppose you are given a line segment say B, the coordinates of the 2 points are given x1, y1 and say x2, y2. Now suppose it is given that a point P, look at, suppose P is a point lying on the line segment AB which divides this line segment AB in a given ratio. Suppose the ratio is m is to n. You see, that means, you see, P is a point, try to understand one second. AB is a line segment. The coordinates of the 2 points, I mean the 2 endpoints A and B are suppose given, say x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now it is also given that P is a point which divides the line segment AB. You know, internal division of a line segment in a given ratio. It was there in class 8. How to divide a line segment internally in a given ratio. It was there in class 8. That is being repeated here. Now if P is a point lying on this line segment AB, suppose, and it divides the line segment AB in the ratio m is to n, where m and n are any two positive integers. Okay. So if P is a point dividing the line segment AB in the ratio m is to n, then how to get the coordinates of this point P? That means if a point P divides a given line segment whose coordinates are given, if the point P divides a line segment in a given ratio, say m is to n, then what will be the coordinates of P? So what are the coordinates of P? That is what known as section formula. So what does section formula give us? Section formula gives us the coordinates of a point. The coordinates of a point which divide a given line segment in a given ratio. That means, in simple language we can say that if the 2 endpoints of a line segment are given and it is also given that the point P or any other point, if it divides the line segment in some given ratio, then how to find the coordinates of that point? How to find the coordinates of that point which divide a given line segment in a given ratio? Okay. So the formula is, that formula is known as your section formula. So what does section formula say? You see, section formula says, section formula. If you see, look at this figure. Suppose AB is a line segment, the endpoints, I mean the coordinates are given A, x1, y1 and B, x2, y2. Now suppose you are given a point P which divides AB in the ratio m is to n. Then if the coordinates of P are x and y, how to get those 2 coordinates? Okay. So section formula gives the coordinates, you see, coordinates of a point which divides a line segment, suppose AB, in a given ratio. Okay. So how to get the coordinates of a point which divides a line segment in a given ratio? So mathematically we say, you see, that means if Pxy, you see, if Pxy, that means P is a point whose coordinates are x and y, divides, suppose AB divides AB where the coordinates of A are x1, y1 and B, the coordinates are x2, y2. You see, if Pxy means P is a point whose coordinates are x and y, if it divides a line segment AB whose coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2 in the ratio say m is to n. Suppose that means AP is to PB. You see, AP to m is to n. Then what are the coordinates? Then coordinates of P, you see, coordinates of P are what? What are the coordinates of P? That is known as your section formula. So, if Pxy divides this line segment AB in the ratio m is to n, then the coordinates of P will be equal to, you see, mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n and my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. You see. So this will be the coordinates of the point P. This will be the coordinates of the point P which divides AB in the ratio m is to n. How to prove it? Children, I hope you understood. This is what known as your section formula. Once again I am saying section formula. What does it say? It says that if P is a point whose coordinates are suppose x and y, and if it divides, if the point P divides this line segment AB in the ratio m is to n, that means if the ratio of AP and PB, AP is to PB, you see, that means if AP is to PB equal to m is to n, then you prove that the coordinates of this point P will be mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, and this is the x coordinate of the point P which divides the line segment AB in the ratio m is to n, and this is the y coordinate of the point P which divides the line segment AB in the ratio m is to n. So the x coordinate and y coordinates of the point P which will divide the line segment AB in the ratio m is to n will be this. How to prove it? Okay, it is very simple, children. Let us see. Let us prove section formula. Okay, let us prove section formula. If you want to prove section formula, it is very easy. So what you will do? You are given A, P and B. Now just to draw perpendicular. You see, suppose AL perpendicular to x-axis, PL perpendicular to x-axis, BM. Draw three perpendiculars. AL, PM and your BM. BM. AL, PN and BM. Draw perpendicular to x-axis. Next, again from this point A you draw another perpendicular AH. From this point P you draw another perpendicular PQ. Okay. Now after drawing the perpendiculars, what you will do? First you find, you see, what is the length of OH in this figure. In this figure, let us prove section formula. Okay. First you draw perpendicular AL to x-axis, perpendicular PN to x-axis, then draw perpendicular BM to x-axis. Again you draw AH perpendicular to PN, draw PK perpendicular to BN. After drawing the perpendiculars, what you will do? Now find the length of OL. If you look at the figure, what will be the length of OL? Look at the figure. OL means it will be the, you see, your x coordinate of this point A. What is the x coordinate of the point A? The x coordinate, you see, the x coordinate of the point is x1. So OL will be, no doubt, you see, OL in this figure will be x1. Now what will be the length of ON? You see, what will be the distance ON? ON means it is the x coordinate of the point P. You see, if you draw parallel here, you see, the x coordinate, this is point P. What is the x coordinate of P? It is x. So no doubt ON will be equal to the x coordinate of this point P. So ON will be equal to your x. Okay. So we find OL, then we found ON. Now let us find OM. Look at OM. So how to get the length of OM? You know, OM will be equal to C. OM will be equal to this distance. Look at. So the length of OM will be equal to which one? The x coordinate of point B. X coordinate of the point B will be equal to OM. You see. So OM, what is the x coordinate of point B? It is x2. So the length of OM will be x2. From the figure you find. First find the length of OL. It will be equal to the x coordinate of point A. Then you find ON. It will be equal to the x coordinate of point P. Then you find OM. It will be equal to the x coordinate of point P. That is x2. Okay. Now after finding OL. After finding OL, ON and OM, then you see, then you find the length of AH, you see, AH and PL. AH, you see. How to get the length of AH? See. Now this AH is equal to ln. See. AH is equal to ln. If you look at the figure. And ln equal to your ON minus OL. You see. ON minus OL will give you the length ln. And this ln equal to H. Now ON. What is the value of ON? ON is, you see, it is X. And OL is how much? X1. So it will be X minus X1. So the length of AH, this line segment, will be X minus X1. Next, you find the length of PH, you see. What will be the length of PH? Look at. PH, how can we find? PH can be found out, you see, this is H. PH can be found by Pn minus Hn, you see. Pn minus Hn from the figure, you see. Pn minus Hn. What will be the length of Hn? Hn will be y1 because it is the y coordinate of A. Hn will be equal to the y coordinate of A, that is y1. And what will be Pn? Pn, the length of Pn is y. So Pn minus Hn is y minus y1, you see. So the length of PH will be y minus y1. Next you find the length of PK. Next you find the length of PK, you see. Now see, PK will be equal to Nm. Look at the figure. PK will be equal to Nm. And how to get Nm? Nm will be equal to, you see, Nm will be equal to On minus On from the figure. On minus On. Okay. Now, what is the length of OMC? It is X2. So it will be X2. And what is the length of ON? ON is already found. It is X. You see, X. That means the length of the line segment BK will be X2 minus X. Okay. Now you find the length of BK. You see. So children, why I am finding the length? I am going to tell you. Because if we do not find all these lengths, we cannot put section formula. Okay. So next you find BK. So Bk will be equal to your Bm minus Km. Bm minus Km. Okay. Now, what is the length of Bm? It will be equal to y2. That is the y coordinate of the point B. So it is y2. And what is the length of Km? Km will be definitely equal to y. So y2 minus y. See, now I got all the lengths. Okay. After finding all the lengths, you see, look at this triangle. Look at the triangle AHB and PKB. You see, triangle AHB and PKB, they are what? They are clearly similar triangles. Why? Why they are similar? Because you see, this angle K is 90 degree, angle X is also 90 degree. Okay? Angle X and angle K are 90 degree each. And see this angle KPB. Angle KPB and angle HAB, they are what angle? Corresponding angle. Because this line and this line are parallel and this is the transversal. Your PK and AH are parallel and AB is the transversal. So no doubt, angle P, this angle and this angle are what angle? Corresponding angle. So these two are equal and this angle H and angle K, each one is equal to 90 degree. So by angle similarity, triangle AHP and triangle PKB will be similar. Okay. So you can write, since triangle what? AHP. Look at AHP is similar to triangle your PKB. By which condition? By angle condition. By angle similarity condition, it can be proved that triangle AHP will be similar to triangle PKB. And if they are similar, their corresponding sides will be proportional. Now take the corresponding side. You see. So this implies your AP. Look at. So AP by PB. You see. Look at the pair of corresponding sides. You know, when two triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are proportional. So AP by PB will be equal to AH by PK, which is equal to your HP by your KB. Okay. Now the three pairs of corresponding sides of the two triangles will be proportional, because the two triangles are what? Similar. Now you put these values here, you will get the desired result. Okay. Now I am putting, you see, now I am putting the values. Now, what is the value of AP? What is the value of AP? Where is AP? AP is P, yes. We know that AP is to PB, you see. AP is to PB is given, M is to N. So, that means it is given. So, AP by PB will be equal to your M by N. Okay. Then, AH, what is the value of AH? You see, X minus X1. It is equal to X minus X1. Then PK, where is PK? PK is X2 minus X. You see, X2 minus X. Then your HP, where is HP? HP is Y minus Y1. See. Then KB, where is KB? BK. BK is Y2 minus Y. Yes. Now we got the ratio of the, all the three pairs of corresponding sides of the two similar triangles are proportional. So now you just put the values and simplify. On simplification, you see, if you simplify this, M by N equal to X. Now if you simplify it, let us take the equality of this first. M by N equal to X minus X1 by X2 minus X1. On simplifying this, you will get M X2 minus X equal to N into X minus X1. Okay. So M into X2 minus X will be equal to N into X minus X. Then how to get X? You see. So it is Mx2 minus Mx equal to Nx minus Nx1. Okay. Now bring this one to this side. So or take this one to the right hand side. Mx2 plus Nx1 equal to your Mx plus Nx. You see. Now you take common here X. So X into M plus N will be equal to Mx2 plus Nx1. Then what will be the value of X? So you see, X will be equal to Mx2 plus Nx1 divided by N plus N. You see, we got the X coordinate. We got the X coordinate of the point P, which divides the line segment AB in the ratio M is to N. You see. And in a similar manner, by taking the equality of M by N to Y minus, that means proceeding in a similar manner, M by N will be equal to Y minus Y1. So on solving again, you see, if you solve, on solving again, M by N equal to Y minus Y1 by your Y2 minus Y. Because you see, M by N is equal to this expression and M by N is also equal to this expression. So by taking the equality of these two and solving, what did we get? We got the X coordinate of the point P, which divides the line segment AB in the ratio M is to N. Now in a similar manner, if you take M by N equal to this, that is Y minus Y1 by Y2 minus Y2 minus Y, and if you solve it, you will again get Y equal to M Y2 plus N. You see, on solving in a similar manner, taking M by N equal to Y minus Y1 by Y2 minus Y, on proceeding in a similar manner and solving, you will get the value of Y as M Y2 plus N Y1 divided by N plus N. So you see children, we got the Y coordinate also. We got the Y coordinate of the point P, which divides the line segment AB, whose coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2 in the ratio m is to n. You see, the coordinates of the point P which divides AB in the ratio m is to n. This is the y coordinate of the point, and this is the x coordinate. Thus we came to know that if a point P whose coordinates are x and y divides a line segment in the ratio m is to n, then the coordinates of the point which will divide the line segment in a given ratio will be of this form and this form. That means x coordinate of the point will be this, Y coordinate of the point will be my2 plus ny1 divided by n plus n. So this important formula is known as your section formula. So what does section formula give us, children? Section formula gives us how to find the coordinates of a point which divides a given line segment in a given ratio. Children, I hope you understood. This is the derivation part. This is the derivation or proof. How to prove that the coordinates of a point which divides a line segment in a given ratio, say m is to n, is given by this expression. This will be the x coordinate or abscissa of the point, and this will be the y coordinate of that point. Y coordinate or ordinate of the point which divides the line segment AB in the ratio, say m is to n. Instead of m is to n, you can take m1 is to m2. You can take any ratio, no problem. Okay. So this important formula is known as section formula, and it finds a wide application in coordinate geometry. We shall discuss the application of this latter. So children, just you remember that section formula is used to find the coordinates of a point which divides a given line segment. Given line segment means the line segment joining two points whose coordinates are given. And that point which divides the line segment in a given ratio, the ratio must be given. Then how to get the coordinates of that point? You have to use section formula. What is it? We shall discuss problems on section formula in the next class. Okay, I hope you must have understood. If at all it is true that you understood what is section formula and how to derive it, then children, you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.